Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Melbourne Gardener here. Thanks for tuning in. Today I really wanted to just talk about feed, chicken feed. So here's two of the brands that I tend to use. Again, look, I'm not sponsored at all. Obviously, I am by far way too small of a YouTuber. I'm just a backyard gardener. One is Wagner's Own Farm Mix, and the other one, and it's a layers mash. So it's very dusty. It's very fine grained. And then there's the Barstock Golden Yolk, which is in a pellet form. Look, both of them. Look, my chickens love both of them. But I do find quite a big difference in terms of their appetite as well as what they want to eat. So with the layers mash, what I do find is they do go through it slower. To be honest, well, I've got 7 chickens, 7 hens, and I've got 1 Australorp, 2 Leghorns, a whole mix. But it seems that, and perhaps it is their age, but I seem to find that they eat the Wagners a lot slower than the Golden Yolk. With the Golden Yolk, they will absolutely destroy it. Now, does that make a difference to their egg production? I would say no. So, for example, I recently switched to Golden Yolk, largely because I ran out, and they had it was just easier to get Golden Yolk based on my local stock feed or pet store. And they've been healthily eating a lot of the pellets. But for example, today I only have 2 eggs. So that's one of the big differences that I found. In terms of the nutrient levels, it seems to be relatively the same, kind of 17% protein for both of them. I think Golden Yolk is slightly less. I think it's 16 or 15. It's 15%. So yeah, I would say that in terms of cost, actually it's probably slightly cheaper for the layers mash. So in hindsight, I would actually go for the Wagner's layers mash versus the Golden Yolk. Again, I just chose the Golden Yolk because it was a lot more convenient for me, and I didn't go all the way to buy Wagner's mash. I do think that Wagner's mash is a lot more natural, I suppose, but at the same time, it's the chickens tend to be a lot more picky with the layers mash. So as an example, it does have corn in it, and they will demolish the corn and leave a lot of the other bits till very, very, very last if they really need to eat it. Also, I find with this, there's a lot of dust in there. So, because they grind it up and it's really a mash, you've got a good amount of kind of, I don't know what you call it, but it's just very fine, powdery, I guess residue or perhaps grains and food that kind of gets built up, whereas it seems like it's a much cleaner feed if you use pellets. So really, it really is a bit of a preference for yourself. I would probably choose this one moving forward, and this one just on a whim if I don't have time. So hopefully, that gives you a bit of education between the 2 feeds that I use. What else do I put in my feed? I also put
some grit. I got this actually. It might be a bit too like medium shelled grit might be a bit too much, but actually my chickens eat it regardless, so I find it okay. I'll also put a little bit of garlic powder, as well as diatomaceous earth. And the garlic powder is because I want to try and boost up their immune system, and diatomaceous earth is also because it's also a health thing. So hopefully you've learnt a little bit, or at least understood how I manage my chickens. I'm not proposing that this is the way that you should manage your chickens, but I find that so far, by adding grit, by adding garlic powder and diatomaceous earth, fingers crossed, I haven't had a sick chicken in the past, I'd say 6 months, maybe, give or take. But winter is coming, and so you do need to look after your chickens. You need to make sure that they have a dry environment, and not get constantly wet. So this is why I've got my tarp and my big coop that they can go and hide in. And that just again it's really important for your coop to be really dry, as well as breathable. So make sure there's plenty of airflow, but also that it's dry. Otherwise, when water gets in there and bugs get in there, it's a very appetizing environment for bugs to stick around, and you really don't want that. All right, and that's the video for today. Hope you are having a wonderful summer, and it's coming to autumn, and you're looking after yourselves. See you in the next video.